Meow. Hello everyone, Phantom Games here. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 best Tom and Jerry movies. In 3, 2, 1. Meow. Oh, treats! Oh yeah, let's get this started. Treats! Oh my gosh, treats!
Phantom Games.
Meow. Coming in at number 10 is...
Out there, they wanna be cowboys. From the Peak Coast on up to Illinois. No best fear, gotta have no fear.
Tom and Jerry, Cowboy Up.
Tom and Jerry Cowboy Up. Now, most of you all don't really probably know about this one because it was only like an exclusive one on like a certain TV streaming thing. And I think it was on HBO. I don't really remember. But how I got to watch it was through an app on my phone. But besides that, the story of this movie is where Tom and Jerry have to help out people on a ranch and get their ranch back from this mean jerk dude who wants to take over their ranch. But they won't have that, not one bit. So Tom and Jerry work together to stop this guy and to find the deed to the ranch to protect it. Because if they don't, then this dude's gonna take over their ranch. And they'll lose everything. They said everything. But this one's at number 10 because they basically already did a Tom and Jerry cowboy not adventure, but episode before. And that one was better, but this one, it's okay. It just didn't really interest me that well. But the story is unique and cool. But I gotta get, and the art style too. I love the art style of this one. It's really awesome. So I highly give this one a watch, 100%. Meow. Coming in at number 9 is...
Tom and Jerry race to find buried treasure.
So you smell the treasure map, huh?
And outsmart 3 pillaging pirates. It's Tom and Jerry in the all-new original movie Shiver Me Whiskers. Look for it only on DVD.
Tom and Jerry Shiver Me Whiskers. Yo ho ho. I love this one. It's really good and all, but I really don't like it that much because, yes, normally I always say that I love pirate adventures in a way, but to this one it just feels like Tom and Jerry were just like thrown into this pirate adventure, which ain't bad. It's really good. This one's really good. I love it. It's really amazing, very, very funny, and I love this one so much. My favorite characters have to do with the pirates, including the little small midget one, the purple one. That's funny. They end up that he is really small and weak, and I just think that's hilarious. But their goal is to find this treasure before sundown, and if the bottle ain't back and if the map ain't back and it's bottled by sundown, they'll lose. I think it's that they'll lose the treasure or something like that. But this one's a really good one. I really like this one a little bit, but not that much. But I hope you guys can give this one a watch. 100%. This one's a good one. Meow. Coming in at number 8 is...
Tom and Jerry are blasting off into the stratosphere in an all-new feature-length adventure where they will answer the age-old question, is there life on Mars?
Hey, wait a minute. They aren't aliens.
Tom and Jerry blast off to Mars.
Tom and Jerry blast off to Mars. Now this one's kind of a crazy, awesome adventure because it's neat to see Tom and Jerry actually, let's say, go somewhere besides like staying on Earth. And this one's really funny and really unique. Like, I think there was like 2 or 1 moment I could think of that was really funny to me. Here, check them out right here. So yeah, I think those were kind of funny, and in a way to where, but what's also interesting is that the trailer that you guys heard from, like, to introduce the next movie I showed you, if you take a good listen to that music, it's actually playing the same music tune as they did in the SpongeBob episode, The Sponge Who Could Fly, where it goes do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Like, here, take a look. Take a listen.
Tom and Jerry are blasting off into the stratosphere in an all-new feature-length adventure.
See? Isn't that pretty cool? But besides that, this one's really good, really awesome. Highly give this one a watch, 100%. It's awesome. I love this one. This one's a really good, funny movie. Go watch it, 100%. I love it. Meow. Coming in at number 7 is...
All new original movie, When a Diamond Mysteriously Disappears. London Calls, its best detectives. Action-packed movie, full of adventure and mystery. Tom and Jerry meet Sherlock Holmes.
Tom and Jerry meet Sherlock Holmes. Now, most of you all probably don't even remember this one, but I do, because most of these most of these movies of Tom and Jerry I have on DVD, and that's how I watched them all. But this one is the only one that I had trouble finding, because it's like a really old movie. But I love the art style of this one. This one's so funny, so creative and cool. And not only that, Tom and Jerry, like, just go on a fantastic adventure with Sherlock Holmes. And they meet new, like, cool characters from the cast and everything. It's so cool, so unique and everything. My favorite, I think there was one favorite moment I liked, and there was this part here. It's kind of funny.
Poor Thomas. Are you okay?
Yeah, they just had to, like, freaking pull that, pitchfork out of Tom's butt, and when he did, he goes, "Yow!" Or, like, screams real loud, and it's funny. But I highly recommend this movie, too, because it's really good. I really highly give this one a watch, you guys. It's really awesome, great funny moments, and I love it when Tom and Jerry both fall in love with that one girl that, Holmes has to, like, I think it's the word interview and ask questions about, but it's so funny. Props to this movie, I love it. Meow. Coming in at number 6 is...
Tom and Jerry are not in Kansas anymore. All new original movie. Tom and Jerry get swept up in The Wizard of Oz.
Tom and Jerry aren't in Kansas anymore. They're in for a magical adventure with the Wizard of Oz. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Ignore that. I'm terrible at singing, I know. So I shouldn't even try. But besides that, this movie right here is awesome. Yeah, it just seems like it's a little weird and off because it's just the same original movie of The Wizard of Oz, but just Tom and Jerry thrown in. It's kind of like the Tom and Jerry Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, which is a huge mouthful for a title, but I never seen that one, but I have seen this one. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. And it's just so cool how, like, what's weird about it is that during the beginning of the movie, it seems like the art style and the animation kind of looks almost similar like it before they reach the Wizard of Oz land. As in, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but from the original movie of the Wizard of Oz, at the very beginning of the movie, the original one, not the one with Tom and Jerry thrown in, but the original, it starts in black and white, right? And then once they get into Wizard of Oz, they go in color. Isn't that right? I think that's right, but what's cool about that is that it's kind of like showing a little bit of black and whitish, kind of like a gloomy color tone at the beginning of the movie. And then once they reach the Oz, they're like more colorful and more brighter, which I really like that change, and that's awesome. That was pretty awesome and cool what they did there. And other than that, this movie's really good, very awesome, very funny too. And they just have a wonderful, magical adventure with the Wizard of Oz crew, and it's so good to see that. Well, to my opinion, that is, but you all might have different opinions on it, which that's okay. It's just my silly personal one. But besides that, highly give this one a watch, 100%. This one's awesome. I love it. Meow. Coming in at number 5 is...
The race is on to find a new place to live.
So, good luck.
It's fast. It's extreme. It's furry. Tom and Jerry go on the ultimate extreme super race around the world. Tom and Jerry, the Fast and the Furry. You can own it exclusively on DVD this fall.
Tom and Jerry and the Fast and the Fury. Or Furry, I mean. My bad. But, this one's one of my favorites. This one's at number 5 on the list because when I seen this one, I generally knew it was a huge Fast and the Furious reference. Which makes sense, but it's pretty cool how like they took that concept from the original movies of Fast and the Furious to mix it in with Tom and Jerry, and that's really cool. But I wish they wouldn't have named the movie saying Tom and Jerry movie, The Fast and the Furious. I feel like they should have said Tom and Jerry, The Fast and the Furious, the movie. It just seems off to name it that way, but I really like this one because there's one, or maybe, I think, no, 3, yes, 3 parts that are funny in this. No, not 3, I meant 2. Why did I say 3? I meant 2. 2 parts that are only funny, and these are the parts right here. Check them out.
Oh, nonsense. Take the leash. Good day, folks. We're here down under in beautiful, hot, humid.
So yeah, I just thought those were very funny and hilarious. And the different concepts with the cars and everything is so unique and cool. To where it's like if you took in the Fast and the Furious and made every car like kind of have their own controls. Basically, that's kind of cool and really awesome. I love that about it. It's so cool. So highly give this one a watch if you guys haven't, which most of you probably have. It's not that old of a movie. It maybe is, I don't know. But I really like this one. 100%. It's awesome. Meow. Coming in at number 4 is...
Who are you?
Well, 2 things.
He's Tom, and I'm Jerry. Throw this end out the window. Down, please.
I'll give you down. You are
Tom and Jerry, the sensitive.
boy. What a team!
And for the first time in history, Tom and Jerry, the movie.
Tom and Jerry, the movie. The 1997 movie. I think it was 1992. I can't remember. But I do know it was back in 1990s. Somewhere around that time. But this one's really funny and cool because they actually give Tom and Jerry voices in this, and I really like it how they try to like mimic the screams Tom makes, where he's like, ah! Or like where he goes, like I like how they tried to do those screams, and they weren't like bad, but they gave it a try, and it was actually pretty good, and it made me laugh too. It was funny. And the one song I really like from this movie is actually this song here, sung by those. Actually, I'm not gonna say it, just check it out.
All that we care about spice
And deceit!
eating the mice, cheating the dice.
Which is neat!
What do we care about shy? What do you say to a pie in the face? Or to a punch right in the lunch?
Or the eye!
Who's got the time to waste? We got a better plan.
So yeah, I just think that's so cool, and I love that song. And it was kind of sad knowing that the place that they were at burnt down. Well, not really sad, but it happened on purpose. Well, either purpose or accident. I don't know, but what the story is that this girl has to she gets, I don't think she gets really kidnapped. I just think that she lives with this mean old grouchy old lady who basically treats her kind of like Cinderella by locking her in a room. I think it's Cinderella or something, but locks her in a room and just never lets her come out, which kind of is the same premise of Cinderella, or it might be a Rapunzel, I don't know. But besides that, Tom and Jerry come along and actually help out the girl escape, and they go on an amazing adventure together. What she's trying to do is actually find her dad, which makes sense because that's her dad. And she actually keeps Tom and Jerry, I think, as a pet, which is funny and cool. I love that. And there are two also very funny moments from this movie too. Check them out. So yeah, I love those moments too. It was so good, so funny. And I highly give this one a watch. 100%. Please. This one deserves a watch to go back to. It's really good, funny, really awesome. 100%.
Pays a daily dividend!
True, the sun may turn to rain,
We don't mind a drop of rain.
but you won't hear us complain.
Doesn't help to stop the rain.
Be like us and start a train with brains to the end.
Meow. Coming at number 3 is...
Two old friends are adding new meaning to the words movie magic. A sorcerer's spell unleashes a blast of mischievous mayhem. Now they're more magical than ever in Tom and Jerry, The Magic Ring.
Tom and Jerry and the Magic Ring. Now, I really like this one. This one's amazing. I love it. And Tom and Jerry and the Magic Ring is all about where this magic dude who, like, I think works on something in the basement, and he don't have, like, a specific ingredient for his potion. So he has to leave... Excuse me, sorry. So he has to leave Tom to go get the... I mean, not to go get it, but he leaves him in charge of the ring so no one messes with it, takes it, or does anything with it. Which kind of makes sense, because he's a guard cat. Or the type of cats that's like ones that guard places. I'm guessing, I think that's what type of cat Tom is, I don't know. But, and then Jerry finds it, and he puts it on his head, and when he does, basically, all madness breaks through in town. And this one part is so funny to me, because when Jerry gets, like, in Tom's hands, this other cat is trying to get him from him, and so he accidentally taps on the ring with something, and it just makes a bunch of stuff fall on top of him. This part here is what I'm talking about. think that's hilarious. And my favorite part of that is just the giant fridge just, and then the door just like falls off. And then he's like, get ready to do it again. And he's like, no! And he's just like taking off running, trying to get away, and it's so funny. And it's neat to see actually Droopy in this too. The dog that always is like, hello all you wonderful people. Or something like that, and then they eventually get the ring, but then it gets on Tom's hand, like on his finger, and basically the dude is very mad at him because he thinks he was using him, not really using him, but disobeying him by playing around with the ring, which he really wasn't. He was trying to get it off of his finger. But I like how he goes, "You ungrateful cat," or he says something. He goes, "You ungrateful cat, take that!" He starts zapping him. It's so funny. And then, in the freaking back, and then, once they go, like, down the road, the bunch of stuff that was chasing them before starts chasing them. It's funny. But, I really love this movie. Highly recommend this one. This one's really good. I love it. And, it's so cool and so amazing to see. I love it. Meow. Coming in at number 2 is... oh my gosh, Jerry!
Round up them worthless toys! I'm taking over this kingdom!
Tom and Jerry and the Nutcracker Tale. Now, you might be confused about how I showed that trailer, because honestly, I couldn't find any trailer for this movie, actually, which is kind of strange and weird, because I thought literally every movie or TV show, or basically movie, has a trailer. Not like a big trailer, but like a little teaser. But no, I couldn't find nothing, so I just had to make one up. But this one's really good and all, because it's that magical adventure where Tom and Jerry are like in the Nutcracker Tale and their own version in their own way. And the one moment I think is so cool is this part right here got to do with like the clocks. I just think that's so cool where like it's so timing and so perfectly timed where each time Tom like tries to do something he's like do 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 do. I can't remember the tune or like the beat, but it's like it's the little tune you basically hear from the Nutcracker Tale. I just can't remember it. I think it was used in the SpongeBob episode Suds, like for like the music background. I don't know, but it's that little tune, and I really love that little tune. And to know that all the toys actually come to life in like this magical world is so cool. But it's really mean to see that these cats are trying to like get rid of everything in the town, and the toys are trying to stand up for themselves too. And it's kind of funny. It makes you think of Toy Story, where the toys are like they're not supposed to be shown that they would come to life in front of humans, kind of like how they did in the movie where they showed themselves to that one boy just to leave them alone. But to this, they're doing it to the cats where they leave them alone. But at the same time, it's a really good movie, and my favorite song from this movie is actually the ones the cat sings.
He raises cheer to the king of the cats!
Yeah, I really love that song. It's really good. And this movie is 100% awesome. I love it. Please highly give this one a watch. 100%. This one is awesome. I love it. Meow. And finally, at number 1 on the list is... Meow. Tom and Jerry the movie 2021 film. Now this one was awesome. This one's my favorite of all Tom and Jerry movies. I love this one. I love the CG models. I love like the story, the whole, basically everything. It's so awesome. And there was basically like so many Easter eggs, so many references, so many funny stuff in this movie. Like, to be honest with you, there was like about, I count like 7 funny, like there's more, but to my standpoint, I have like 7 moments, but I won't show you all of them. I'll only show you about maybe 5 that are funny to me. But anyway, this one's really good and really awesome. But check out these moments right here.
Okay, all right. You done? I don't like being pounded, capiche? I see you again, I bash your head in.
Mike, get back here.
Saw you again.
To share his food. Share? Woo! You lucky the kids are watching, okay? We're cats. Cats take.
I'm gonna plan an entire day for you two to spend together. Out there.
So yeah, I love those. Those are so cool and so funny. And I just can't get over how good this movie is. And so much of it is awesome. And when I said about the funny moments, that part right there with the Spike part, that's actually a reference to one of my favorite episodes from the original Tom and Jerry series. It's where Tom wants to like go fishing, and when he does try to catch this big giant fish, but at the same time, Spike is there to like kind of guard the place. And there's this one part where Tom's like trying to like pull him in, or pull in the fish, because that's what he thinks he has. No, Jerry. He thinks he's pulling in Jerry, who's got the fish attached to him or something, and Jerry's behind him, and he grabs like a mallet, like a little wooden mallet thing. He's like, thanks. And so he's using it, and once he gets closer, he starts banging the heck out of Spike's head. And when he does that, that little thing on the top of his head goes, and then to get it back down, he's like, like beats it back down. It's so funny. And that's what they did in this episode, in this movie, to where Tom's like doing basically the same thing, but they're not like fishing. Well, he's not like fishing, but that's so funny and so cool. And I love that they brought back his screams, his signature screams, like the like these two, for example. These are funny.
Okay.
Those screams just crack me up. I love those screams that he does. They're so awesome and so good. And this one's 100% the best, 100% best Tom and Jerry movie ever. I love it. So please, highly give this one a watch. 100%. I love it. Well, that looks like that does it for today's video, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!